That flavor is a 10 out of 10, by the way. What up? I just spit everywhere. It's Landsafe, and welcome back to another fun, exciting Wizard 101 vid, man. Now, obviously, this is subjective. You guys may have different opinions than I do in the comments. I'm just gonna give my opinions on it. I'm gonna give opinions that I've been hearing from my guild members, from people just playing the game, my friends, like everything like that. Just kind of like the general consensus of what people think is fun in this game. This game can be very repetitive. This game has 7 different classes. Some are going to be better than others fun wise, and this is mainly going to be I'm going to throw in some solo and like team fights, but this is subjective. This is my opinion, so let's get into it. I feel so bad doing this. Like every video I make, like I just shit on Balance all the time, but it's justified, man. Balance is the least fun school in this game. I'm sorry to say. It just is. Like, every school has their own gimmick, right? And that's, like, the main thing that we're going to be talking about this video. Like, the school's gimmicks and how, like, fun they are. Balance's gimmick is just blading people. Like, and blading the enemies, putting a weakness on them. Bro, a school's whole design based around blades is trash, bro. It is so bad. You want to know why? Every school in the game can do it. There's nothing special, and you can make the same argument about life. We're going to talk about that later. But, bro, they get access to like a few more blades, like a plus 25 to all people, blah, blah, blah. Bro, just get an amulet or a ring that has that, like, spell. Just get a treasure card or something, bro. Like, your whole school being based around the fact that you can blade someone one more time is trash, bro. It is so not fun. And like, imagine like fucking like soloing. Like, I understand that you get spells that do 3 different kinds of damage. That's cool. But to do the 3 different kinds of damage, you have to do the trio blade, and that costs another pip. So that means every fight is going to take 1 round longer than it should. That's just how rounds and like pips work in this game. So, I mean, honestly, I don't want to dog on Balance too much, but the whole gimmick of just having like access to more blades, which you're already going to be doing over and over and over again in this game on every other class, it's just got to be at the bottom of the list. I'm sorry. Coming in a second to last is going to be Ice, and I think that nobody is going to have a rebuttal against this, to be honest. Listen, Ice is a cool school, no pun intended. They have some cool spells, but that's not what we're ranking today. We're not ranking spells, we're ranking how fun the class is in general. Every school has cool spells, Um, Ice's whole thing is there's a couple. There's shielding yourself, there's turning pips into armor, and then there's stunning. There's about 3 schools in this game that can stun. Storm has some stun ability, mostly just knocking off blades though. Ice's really main thing is turning pips into armor. Now, in a game about how fast can I kill the enemy, that entire premise just makes fights last so much longer. It's like I could either blade myself and trap the enemy and then hit them with a big spell and hopefully kill them. Maybe, because Ice has terrible damage. You never know if it'll kill or not. Or I can spend all my pips and just get a lot of armor. So Ice obviously is a support school. When you're doing dungeons, though, here's the thing. Balance is even more impactful than fucking Ice is. Like, you're not on a Balance school going to just tower shield everyone the whole thing, and if you are, that's not that helpful. They get hit one time, they don't take as much damage. They weren't going to die anyways from the hit, like, unless you're doing an insane thing. It's just boring, man. Like, anybody can train tower shield, anybody can get tower shield from like an amulet or anything, and the whole turning pips into armor is just boring. So gotta be second to last. Sorry about that. Now, before y'all come after me in the comments about me putting Myth this low on the list, I have to say, I think summoning minions is sick. I think that mechanic and gimmick is the best thing about Myth. The problem with that is you don't even use summoning minions throughout 75% of the game. You do them in the early game, you do them maybe up until Dragonspire, maybe. Like, I honestly think you stop at Dragonspire, which is like level 50 out of 170. You just don't use minions that much at all. Minions themselves, very cool. Love that premise. Like, they go away so fast. I haven't seen a Myth wizard use a minion in 100 levels, to be honest. Myth has another mechanic, though, stunning. You know, they have Medusa. They have the best stun spell in the game. When it comes to 2-round stunning people, here's the problem. You can't fucking stun bosses. So that mechanic is fucking useless. Bro, everybody knows how this game goes. You do your 7-pip AoE and then you finish off the boss with a high damage spell. That's just how this like entire PvE system goes when you're fighting a boss. Hey, maybe make it maybe make it so that you can actually stun the boss so that that card isn't fucking useless. You know what it's pretty good against? Me. When the boss does it to me cuz my ass can get stunned, why can't I do it back? You ever think about that shit? So that's why Myth is this low on the list. Because in reality, it's just not that good. You just stop using all their gimmicks. But it's still fun. Myth is still fun, you know? So it's not getting last, but it's like, it's pretty low. Now, Storm, the high hitter school. Here's the thing, right? Okay, Storm has such bad health that it also makes Storm so annoying to play. I currently have 10,600 health. I played with a Storm yesterday, he had 6,000 health. And he was 5 levels ahead of me. He was like 3 worlds ahead of me. I understand that Life has the best health in the game. Here's the thing, right? Storm, when you're soloing, is absolutely horrible, bro. You will die so much. Like, I'm ranking it higher up on the list because it is very fun to do the most damage in the entire game. I'm gonna give Storm that. Very cool. The other thing about Storm is they knock off blades, right? Like, their whole thing is kind of just like taking blades off of people. That isn't really that helpful when it comes to bosses. I'm sure that it could help in the rarest occasion. But not really. I mean, like, that's really the same thing with Myth, where it's like really annoying for the player, but it doesn't really do anything to the enemy. So it's fun to be a Storm and do like the highest damage in the game, but at the same time, you are not going to have fun questing because you are going to die more than any other class in the entire game. So that is rough. Also, one more thing before I talk about Fire that I kind of forgot. When it comes to Ice, Ice does have the best resist in the entire game. Not only do they have great health, but they also take very little damage because of their resist. So if you want to bump Ice honestly up above Myth, that's fine too. Just thought about that right now. But Fire is next. Fire is going to be better than Storm fun-wise, absolutely. They have like pretty similar damage. I understand that Storm does more, but Fire is the second best hitting school in the game, and they have more health. And here's the other thing about Storm. The other thing about Fire. They have damage over times, which a lot of people may not realize how helpful that actually is. In later worlds, like, there's so many minions that do like the most annoying shit. Like, they add shields, they add like tower shields, especially from Ice. It is so nice to be able to do like the Fire Dragon and then just knock off the like shield and it still does damage. Like, you're still able to kill through it, through the annoying things. So you have that like high health, like not high health, but higher than Storm, while also being able to do a lot of damage and to hit through annoying things like shields. My buddy Don, who is like a max level Fire Wizard, his Pierce is insane too. So like the first hit from a Fire Dragon just like does so much anyways. They have such great spells. Like early game when you get like Incinerate or whatever it's called, Incinerate, you're gonna fly through Croctopia because you're just gonna one shot a boss. It's an amazing school. 4 pip AoE, a lot of fun. And second to first, we have life. Now, a lot of you may be thinking that this is just a bias because I'm a life wizard, but here's the thing, right? I understand that every school in the game can heal. Not every school in the game can heal like life. There isn't a single school in the game that has like the ability to even heal like life. You can't get rebirth without training it all the way up. Spending like rebirth is so high up on the list. Like you have to spend like 11 training points or so to get rebirth. And there's no treasure card rebirths. So to be able to not only have the best health in the game, like decent resist too, you would just never die questing. You just don't. Like you have so much health that you're just like, yep, just keep hitting me. I'm gonna blade up and then I'm gonna hit you and then like I'll still have 4,000 health and you'll be dead. And then like the best gimmick of all, like for life is healing. Some of the most fun that I've had on this game is to be able to go into a dungeon and be like, you guys got it. Like, you guys can hit them. I'm just going to make sure all of you live. Like, I'm just going to blade myself, aura myself, and I'm going to do 7,000 healing, like, like with rebirth. And you guys are all just going to live while you hit them. Like, it is so fun, bro. And to be the only, like, class in the game that does that, like, we're going on like raids and shit in the guild and like golden skeleton key bosses and they're like, yo, Bryce, join up and just heal us. I'm like, bet, I got you. That is fun. That is very fun to me. I guess that's like very subjective. If you don't like doing that, like this life could be very low on the list for you, but I've had a lot of fun doing it. Yeah, so life on top, baby. Let's go. Let's get to number one. I have to give Death some respect here. Usually I talk a lot of shit about Death Wizards and about how they don't have a brain and they hit your entire team when they're beguiled, which is true. But I have to say, being a Death Wizard, it's probably pretty sick. I'm probably going to play a Death Wizard next, I'm not going to lie. Solo questing as a Death Wizard, there's a reason why it's the best solo school in the entire game, and it is incredibly satisfying to get healed back. Like when you're doing bosses, like I said earlier, you're going to 7 pip AoE first, like every time, to kill the minion and do damage to the boss. To be able to be at full health after killing like the minion and now you're fighting the boss is just a great thing. Like you never really have to worry about dying on a death because of that heal back feature, right? Like it's the only school in the game that can do it. All of my friends have done a death, like because it's like straight up the best school in the game. The only thing that's kind of negative about death would be going on not raids but like dungeons. It's kind of like you're kind of just on your own. You're not really helping the team because you don't have high damage compared to like every other school like Fire and Storm and Myth even. But you won't die. Like if you're a Death Wizard, you don't need a Life Wizard there, but the other two classes may like need it. So it's kind of just on your own doing your own thing, but like you're part of the dungeon doing damage too. So that's fine, but yeah, as a solo school, definitely the most fun you're going to have, which is a majority of the game. So Death has to be at number one. Let me know what you agreed and disagreed with in the comments below, and if you are not already, please consider subscribing. My ultimate goal is to hit 1,000 subscribers, and we're at like 630 right now, like 627 right now, so we're making our way up there. So if you haven't already, please, thank you, it'd mean a lot, and have a good rest of your day, and yes, that's about it. Bye.